Okay. I mute you. Not. I'm so glad everybody was still muted during that whole fucking triad. Okay, so D&D things. Last session, many moons ago, you had entered Obrivail and found that the city was not as expected. It was quite run down, and many of the buildings had been closed and shuttered, with no signs of any kind of improvement, where it once was the place to port for anything that was coming into Entora. You went through the town, and then you made your way to the Rotten Harbor Inn, where you found a group called Scribe, who was telling stories there, seemed to be like the local hero types. Somebody stole some stuff from the innkeep because they didn't like him. And he was not mean. And I believe Solor tried to play like he was had lost his key to his room, or couldn't find where his room was, and had one of the members of Scribe take him over there while trying to manipulate him into telling him where they lived, so that for whatever reason he could break into their house. I believe EOA had gone out from the city towards the northeast, towards the Misty Steppes, just to get an idea of the land and like how well it would be to traverse. He found quite a few people that had actually left the city and were just living within the not the swamp, the mangroves, and had decided to just get away from all the tragedy of the city itself. You did find out that there is a mayor of this place called Walcott, and I believe Dorus had wanted to find him and have a conversation with him, and also go to the docks, to the harbor masters, and find out what the fuck is going on down there, if anybody's actually in charge, what's actually in the books, what the fuck. And Solor had walked off to, I believe, go try and find the house of Scribe to break in, while they were busy telling stories at the Rotten Arbor. So, yeah. I'm guessing we're going to have a split party. I don't know if you wanted to go to the Harbor Master now. I know Solor is already doing his thing, so y'all just tell me if there was anything I missed in the recap. It's been a hot second. And what your next steps are, maybe?
So we need to figure out a way to get into the Misty Steppes, because going straight through there was not a way, from what I understand.
Correct. Now, whether or not that y'all, like, it, maybe it just affects people who aren't as talented and, you know, God-touched as you guys, but you have no idea. So, I'll start with Solor. As, you make your way out of the inn. Now, there is no back entrance to this inn. They have closed off the back side of it. That's weird. So that you can't, you know, enter from the back of the building and steal from other people or whatever. But you do know that the home of Scribe is, he had said that it's, you know, close so that they're able to come and go as they please. So you make your way out of the inn and to the street that is directly behind the entrance of it. Now, lining the neighboring street is a mixture of businesses. You see many of them are boarded. Some still seem to be in business, but run down. There's a couple that appear to be doing pretty well. Of the businesses, you see Chum's Food and Stuff. You see lots of Knots. Shelley Shoreline Realty. There's Obrivail Co-op. Shoes. Literally just a sign that says SHOOS with a boot drawn on the sign. There's one called Aromatics and Arcana, or A&A for short. Fisher's Finds. And there's a couple of just, random small businesses that don't even seem to have a sign, just like one house. You can see there's books in the window, that kind of thing. But the one that catches your eye is Explorer's Extravaganza. I need you to roll investigation for me as you make your way through.
Yeah, why would that catch my eye?
On the front of the building.
I failed. I don't notice anything.
On the front of the building.
Sorry, I failed.
It has giant right next to Explorer's Extravaganza, the same symbol that was on the sign that was in front of Scribe.
Oh, okay. But I barely noticed that because my investigation's not great.
So this building seems, from what you can tell...
Is there anybody standing outside of it?
There isn't. If you try to open the door is locked, but you do see light and movement within the window.
Okay. I'll sneak up and see if I can see what's inside.
Okay.
Want me to roll stealth? Plus 13.
You can roll stealth and perception.
Okay. You got a 25. My perception, I got a 22. Am I stealthy and do I notice something with those rolls? Do I see? Can I see inside? I can't investigate, but I can notice shit. Somehow that works.
As you peer inside, you see somebody moving about within. And they are putting items on shelves, moving things around, dusting. There is a little bit of light inside, not too much. But you're able to make out somebody that looks very similar to you, just with a, more golden of a fur. But they just kind of seem, to be doing nighttime shop shit.
I'll walk around the building. Is there any other way? Yeah, I can't have you touching that. I'll always forget to turn it back on. So I'll just have to remember to do it here. Yeah, are there any other doors? Any other ways to get in? Any windows that...
So as you're looking at the building, you notice that first off, the building itself seems to be heavily weathered. Like the siding is even splitting. It looks old and very decrepit, very similar to some of the...
Can I kick the building down?
Some of the boarded up buildings. But as you begin looking around the windows, you notice that the windows themselves are much newer. Not only are they much newer, but they're heavily reinforced. They are incredibly thick glass. There's metal bars on the outside. There seems to be metal actually welded within the glass itself. It's a very different type of it stands out. You can't really tell from the street, but as you're looking closer, you notice that. Not only that, but the door itself seems to have been weathered artificially. And You can see that the building right next door is newer brick. The windows are nice, but they're not nearly as sturdy. That's probably the back of the inn itself. And as you make your way around, you realize that the back of this building is actually attached to the inn.
The back of the building's attached to the inn
Yes,
that I just left.
that you just left. It's a large building. It's 4 floors. It's as many floors as the inn itself.
So you said the windows look new.
Mm-hmm. There's the front door that you can tell. That seems like definitely newer, heavy, and like there's 2 really intricate locks on the front. Yeah, it's 4 stories.
So, yeah, I mean, if there's no... I'm tempted to just knock on the door.
Is the only building in this town not ruined the inn?
No, like a few of the buildings on this, a few of the shops on this strip are nicer. They've been like, they've made an effort to repaint, maybe put up some new boards, but the inn definitely stands out. It is like the Hampton stuck in the middle of like old St. Louis.
Is the... I want to look at the windows, I guess.
Okay.
What is there a locking mechanism that I can see, or
There are locking mechanisms, but there's 2 of them that you can see on each window that you've passed.
okay? I want to inspect the building and see, since this building's like a shanty,
Okay.
the boards. I want to see if there's a way with my tools that I can like either cut a hole in them or pry them open and and squeeze them that way.
Holy shit. Okay, so not the route I expected. We're gonna pick some locks. No, we're gonna
Nope.
cut a hole in a wall. So now,
I mean, it's got to be I'm picturing these like walls that are just basically kind of glued together, right?
yeah.
I'm thinking like my character's like, well, I'll take my knife and just pry some of these boards off. And
So a few people that have been walking this area have just like they're entering and exiting from some of the other businesses, and you're just every single time you'll like lean up against a wall, or you'll duck behind a crate. So you kind of wait for another group of people to pass, and you step into a small alley between words. Explorers Extravaganza and the Aromatics and Arcana. Now here, there's quite a bit of refuge that has built up. You can see like broken down crates, just even like barrels of trash that have been put here. May or may not be picked up at any specific time. You're looking up against you're looking at the wall itself. And same thing here, like the windows that are on this side of the building have been replaced very recently, and definitely are in stark contrast that you can tell from the rest of what's attached to this building. Closer to the back of this alley, up against the brick facade, another wall of the inn itself, you notice that there was a drain that has not been quite attached to the gutters from the top, and has been dripping up against the already rotted wood of this building. And it appears to be that the wood here is incredibly soft.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I'll just use my knife or my claws and just try to kind of... But mostly... Well, depending on how soft it is, I'll try to like... Yeah, I'll try to kind of pry it away first.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, I'll use a knife, especially if there's like a nail or something holding any of it in.
As you begin pulling away this old siding, some of it literally melts and just crumbles into pieces. One piece you begin pulling away, and where you grab it, like breaks apart. But as you continue pulling it, it starts giving a little resistance about 2 feet down. You're going to have to snap it, which is going to cause some noise. So I need you to roll perception.
Yeah, 21.
You pause and you listen to the chatter of people who were walking down the street and the footsteps. And you wait for a break in the noise, hoping that there's nobody close. And you pull it away, and it gives a loud pop as it breaks a little bit further from where it's been soaked through. Rats scatter from the area.
Oh man, it's so tempting to try to eat one.
But nobody else comes running. And you're left with about 1.5 foot wide, 2 feet in some areas by about 2.5 foot hole through the outside of this siding, and you see the plaster wall behind it, which is covered in mold. And as you push a finger in it, you realize it is incredibly soft. Super soft. Like wet plaster would be. Stick your finger through it.
Yeah, I'll take my knife out and try to cut like a square or something, like a little doggy door.
All right. As you begin trying to cut away, it melts. A lot of it just like melts away, and it's just full of mold, and it smells disgusting, as if it's been soaking in sewage. It's not pleasant, but you are able to break a hole through.
Okay. Then I'm going to, as quietly as I can, kind of look to the left and right and see if there's anybody around or if I can hear anything.
You have dark vision, right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. So as you break this hole, away in the plaster, right in front of you are a couple of crates and a barrel. And there's a small space that you're able to kind of shimmy through. You look around and you realize, one, that you're kind of, you can tell like there's an angled ceiling right above you, where all of this stuff has just been shoved. It looks to be the storage room for the store itself. And you look around, it is pitch black in this room, but there is a little bit of light peeking through an open door into the main building.
Okay.
And you know somebody is in there stalking.
Like stalking the shelves and stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
You hear a faint humming as you sit in the quiet, waiting to see if anybody comes in the room.
Are there any vents or anything?
Any vents?
Yeah, like any like crawl spaces, anything that's like, I don't know. Oh, they have air conditioning back then, right? These people have AC?
No.
Oh, unfortunate. Makes for an uncomfortable summer.
No.
Okay. Yeah, the Among Us route. Yeah.
I think
All right.
Austin's just curious. What are you researching here, Solar?
Nothing. I'm stealing all their shit.
Nice.
Not
Okay.
researching fuck all. Like I don't give a shit about what these people have.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you're thieving or detecting.
Oh no, dude, I'm thieving. Like I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to. The productive thing for the group would be to get information, but yeah, I'm not trying to get information. I'm poor. I need money. I'm gonna take my money.
At least we can say we don't know this man.
That's
It's
right.
True.
It's
It's
true.
true.
Get a clean break. I just pop up some other place. Hey guys.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick to the rest of the group. Okay, so I believe that Soli was in her room meditating.
Yeah.
And was I think you were interrupted by Salor when he
Yeah.
just like popped in.
Yeah, he was saying it was his room. I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then just kind of walked out.
Yeah, I almost
so-
like burned him. I almost like threw a fireball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You almost crispified everybody.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember if you had gotten out of your room and joined up with everybody else.
I was like going back into meditating, but I knew after that, like later in the day, I want to like just go explore the town and see what's going on because it looks something else must be going on here.
Yeah, for sure. So as you make your way, I think y'all all ended up running into each other as you were making your way out of your room, and Dorus was heading in to the area. I don't remember what it was. But
I know I walked in the door right as the confusion happened.
oh, that's right. That's right. So, not but like a few moments after you walk away from Soli's door, after the fuckery, you hear her door open again. And I think Dorus was heading that direction. For some reason, why do I remember y'all running into each other like in the hallway or something? I don't know. But we can say that y'all all meet up. And Soli, if you want to tell everybody that you were heading out to explore the town, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out. Tired of just being here all day.
I'll join you. I'm trying to figure out how we can get to the swamp.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was thinking, oh, we should just like brute force it, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I've been hearing reports. I went out into there's like a community out there. They said there was some weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to deal with more weird stuff. For
Y'all are
once.
adventurers. Yo, that's what you do is weird
We're
stuff.
literally the strongest people in the world right now.
Yeah, you're pretty damn close.
Yeah, tell him about the conversation I had with a guy named Hovis or Havis.
Hasu.
He mentioned, yeah, there you go. I wrote Hovis, but okay. And he talked briefly about some sort of time magic, chronergy magic, and Misty Steps. People were trying to go up it, but never came back. Like almost like they were stepped on by giants, or people turned to mush, kind of thing. I just like update the
Gravity
party on
magic.
what I heard.
Yeah, I don't want to be stepped by a giant.
There was beasts out in there too, right? That was like not affected by it.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe you had heard that
I mean-
from the stories from Gribe.
So
Yeah, that's where I got my information from. Was from the other scribe members telling stories.
I did hear there were some beasts out there. Not affected. I might be able to get through. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, I have my dragon. I can, fly over.
Don't really know how high it is though.
Oh, yeah.
And squashing would seem to suggest a downward motion of force, so perhaps being in the air is not advised.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
Very good
I just
point.
wonder where's Douglas went after he was like popping up in my room. Probably somewhere. I don't know if he was up to some mischief or something.
So is there any specific destination you guys have in mind within the town?
Not really. I was just going to just explore.
Probably like see all the same shops Solar did.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all begin walking around the area, the immediate area, and there you do see quite a few of the same shops. Specifically on the neighboring street where most of the traffic seems to be coming from. There are, even this late, there's a few vendors, specifically one who, as people pass, is trying to sell elixirs of like seasickness cure. And as you walk past, they're like, "Oh! You don't look like the seafaring type. Do you plan on being on a ship anytime soon? Do you get seasick? I bet you do. I've got something to fix that for you."
Parrot Nice will walk out onto Yahweh's shoulder. Yeah, Norus! Yeah, you... Maybe...
Yes, I have been susceptible before. Please do tell.
Well, this one will ensure that your rides are as smooth as if you were walking on land, or perhaps even on a wagon. Though a very smooth riding wagon, not one on rough roads. Oh, so what it does is it calms the mind, and specifically it affects the inner ear, so that when you are within an area with a lot of rocking motions, it doesn't cause you to be sick.
Are they like holding the bottle up, or
Yeah.
do you have any free samples?
I don't know how that would work. Are you going to be on a ship and, want to try a drop? It won't last very long or have much effect if you just wanted a sample. I'm real concerned and confused on exactly how you think a sample will work. However, if you have any small wounds or a scratch of any kind, I do have a salve that I can let you try.
I was wanting to sniff it, see how it smells. I'm not really
Okay.
fond of gross things
Gross.
entering my mouth.
So, as a DM, knowing that you have taken a bite of nearly every creature that you have come across and fought, I am like, okay, sure.
It's called lying.
Like, they have no reason not to believe you. It's like, okay, you're bougie, got it. I mean, it doesn't taste fantastic, but it's an elixir. It's not supposed to taste good. Sure, have a sniff.
So I want to sniff it and observe the liquid inside and see if it's like a scam or something.
Okay, so roll Arcana for me.
And as you're doing this in your head, Nice will say, remember, it's easy. Compare it to throw up. If it smells worse than throw up, don't get it. Because if you're seasick and you throw up, your mouth's going to smell like throw up. So if you can beat that, it seems like a good sale to me.
Arcana. What is it? 17.
A 17. The smell is of like an incredibly strong black licorice and ginger. There's something underlying, and you can't quite figure it out. So you take another sniff, and you realize it's just milk, or it's milk from the poppy weed, which will just make you incredibly sleepy and maybe a little bit high. It's a licorice flavored drug.
And just hand it back. I don't really think falling asleep might be that helpful on the sea.
Have you ever been seasick? Because I can assure you, sleeping is much preferred to throwing up the entire way. And it won't make you, knock out. It just makes you drowsy. It works.
Well, the last time we were on a ship, we were attacked.
Well, it's not going to keep you safe from an attack.
Doesn't seem like the best use in these dangerous waters.
In your head, ask if they make a non-drowsy. That sounds familiar, like a thing you can ask for.
Do you have a non-drowsy version?
It doesn't work nearly as well. But, I mean, if you're afraid of being a little tired, I would assume that if you're getting attacked frequently, that might be an issue, though I don't recognize you as a member of Scribe. So, you must be one of those visiting and venturing groups trying to make a name for yourself. Yeah, there's this one, but it will more soothe the stomach and not stop you from being seasick. You'll still have a little bit depending on your severity of it.
At the comment of the name for ourselves, I just turned to the rest I thought we already did that.
Everything here is about Scribe. They're the local heroes.
During the conversation, Doris is digging through his satchel, and he pulls out the vial of moving water from whatever it is, Wilsylvane Crest or something, way back in the day, and it's still moving in the vial, and he compares it to the other guy's vial to see what they look like together.
So yours is, you know, it's infused with like magics. What they have, it is just pure alchemy. There is no magic whatsoever in theirs.
So it's like double mint gum. Basically.
Yeah. I mean,
I do
look,
not think this will work as well as some of the things we already use and know how to use. Puts the vial back away.
Once more in your head, Yahweh will say, maybe a puke bucket then.
so
I mean,
what you're saying is
that
that
could work. I say that out loud. No one knows what I'm saying.
it's just like, so what you're saying is that you have things that are better than what I have. So
Not better, different.
okay.
I would say better.
Wow. So why are you still standing here?
But we haven't played in a couple weeks, so we're warming up.
We're enjoying your great thoroughfare.
Thoroughfare. I know. Okay. So let me guess, you already have like healing potions and potions that will cure you of poisons and all of those things? Or wait.
I do, actually.
Let me think. You're too good, you don't even need them.
I mean, I have
This
this
is
one.
not true. Utility is always welcomed, but we just got off a boat. I don't not see us going on a boat immediately in the future.
So maybe a salve for these adventures that you're going on? To heal wounds? No?
How effective are they?
Incredibly effective. Or maybe something for insect bites to keep you from getting malaria or any of the diseases that, you know, the bugs in this area carry, which I'm guessing you probably aren't aware of because I'm going to assume that y'all are very new.
And now you're making me wonder if Nice is pro-vaccine or not.
I just looked down at my
Anti-vaxxer.
scales. I think I'm good.
Oh, you haven't seen the
I
insects
don't-
that we have in this area. Hold on.
Doris will like point up towards if we can see him in the distance, the mountains, and be like, "We do have anything that would help us to counteract effects of gravity or heavy weightness? Things such as this."
That costs you.
Cost us what?
Gold.
How much gold?
Yeah, how much?
They just kind of size you all up for a second.
I'll
120.
I'll puff out my parrot chest, not knowing that they don't give a crap about me.
No, it's just like 125 gold apiece in a vial of blood.
A vial of blood.
Well, yes, it has to be made to each person.
What does this elixir do? It makes us float or immune to smashing or what?
It adds a little resistance to your cells.
All right, time out, fam. How much do we believe this vendor?
Nobody's rolled insight.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
say.
I already sussed out a scam potion.
Well, it wasn't a scam. It was just
It
Misleading.
wasn't
whatever you can
magical.
sell.
Yeah, it wasn't magical.
I'll ask. Can we see the salve and inspect it?
Sure. So they pull out, it looks like a little Altoid tin, and you open it, and it just looks like petroleum jelly type substance on the inside. I need you to roll Arcana. And I
Me or
believe
Darus?
Eoway is an alchemist. So,
I'm proficient in alchemist supplies and herbalism.
okay. So you can roll. There isn't a roll for alchemy, so you can roll Arcana with advantage.
You did give me a skill for alchemy.
Oh, okay. So then roll alchemy.
If you still want my roll, I rolled a nat 20 for a 25 total.
Of course you did.
Got an 18.
An 18. A 25. As soon as the 10 opens, you notice two things, Dorus. One, the 10 itself is enchanted. Not heavily. It's not a high level enchantment, but it is an enchantment. It's a type of preservation. As the 10 opens, you get it's almost like a healing spell infused within this substance within the 10, but it's not like your magic. If anything, it is the opposite of what you use. Eoway, for alchemy, you recognize the main substance of this, but you can tell from sniffing it or even like touching it and trying to find any kind of other scent, there is nothing else but the base within this 10. It would be like just rubbing petroleum jelly as far as like an alchemy goes on your skin to heal it.
I just see a bunch of fucking weirdos sitting in a goddamn Bed Bath and Beyond, staring at one fucking vial for like a straight 45 minutes, dude. Jesus Christ.
So good.
So where's the rest
Do
of
you
it?
think it's real? Do you think it works?
And we're in the like as seen on TV section.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Or what's that place with all the fucking candles with all the soaps and
Oh, Bath and
fucking-
Body Works.
Bath and Body Works, yeah.
That's what you guys are just chilling
Well,
in there.
this is
fucking
A and A aromatics.
checking out some soap. And
Yeah,
shit.
this is A and A. This is aromatics and Arcana.
I was thinking the Sky Mall store, but okay.
That works too. Yeah. Sky Mall store. Nice.
The rest of it, there doesn't need to be the rest of it. That's exactly, there's nothing else that needs to go in it. What do you want it to smell like?
It's just jelly.
And
How's that going to protect us from anything?
first things, it doesn't protect, it heals. Second things, it fucking works. Let me see your hand.
Oh, I thought this was like the never mind, I thought this was the other thing.
Oh yeah, they got a chemist that they got to make that with our blood.
Yeah. They got a chemical. They got to do the thing that does the thing.
Fine. I hand over my hand.
She takes like a teeny tiny little, it's like a curved dagger. It almost looks like it would be used to like skin small animals. And she stabs the end of your finger. And it begins to welt with blood.
In that moment, I resist it, so it just doesn't work.
Do you want me to prove that it works or not?
Fine.
Mr. Big
Try again.
Adventurer with your scales and can't take damage. I can't imagine that you've never been hurt before in all of your grand adventures. Poke. Blood begins to welt up.
Oh, you want to see the scar that this one left? Actually,
No.
both of them left.
I'm good. I don't need to see your battle wounds so that you can prove how all, big and heroic you are. So she takes the tiniest bit of this jelly on the tip of her finger, puts it over your wound, and as she wipes it away and wipes the blood away, there's no pain. There's no piercing mark, there's nothing. Now, will you quit questioning my ability? Do you think really that I have a shop here and wouldn't have been able to create anything that works?
Well, I guess it does work. I turn to the rest.
Yes, so it is 125 gold for one application or one tin, or how does it work? What is actually buying?
I will give you a single potion for 125. That will.
Wait, potion of this goo or tin of goo or what?
Oh no, the 125 gold is for the thing that will keep you safe from the Misty Steps.
Oh, this is different item? Not even same item?
Well, how can I make a single item that has to be curated to every person and just have a sample lying around? It doesn't work that way.
This was the healing jelly.
Oh, I misunderstood. And my apologies.
Now, I do eventually need to close my shop. And
Show me the item that can keep us safe when we go up mountain and might get crushed by gravity. Do you have this or no?
I have to make it for each person.
Oh, it is specific. That is why blood is needed, yes?
Yes.
Sometimes he's a bit slow.
In your head, Yahweh, you'll hear nice. I'm actually remembering. I think I could help here if we don't trust this person. I think I have a way I could get the truth out of him.
I just whispered. Go on.
I can.
She's like, what
Well-
else do you want me to say?
I'm not. I'm not allowed to go in dreams anymore. But I haven't met any possession gods that don't let me go in bodies. So I think I can go in bodies and take control of her and kind of dig through there to make sure she's telling the truth.
You can do it discreetly.
Well, I don't know how discreet it'll be. I haven't done it in a while, but I think I can do it. I remember being pretty good at it.
I have many concerns.
I mean, if you want to pay the 125 gold and give her the blood and all that, she seems somewhat capable. And definitely the fact that she's irritated with us makes me believe her.
You know what? I'll roll insight to see if I believe her.
Wow. I kind of wanted to see Nice do this.
I mean,
No,
you
no.
can do it.
Okay, roll insight.
Can you imagine these people in a mall? Like, holy shit, dude, you'd be there for fucking years.
I mean, that's my standard experience
Excuse me.
having worked in a mall for the better part of a decade.
But it's a pretzel
Excuse me,
and it's
are these
in
shoes
chocolate.
legitimate?
I have to have it.
How do you know these shoes are real? Have you
M-
ever worn
Are
them?
these leather or pleather?
My favorite was every week I had an old lady that walked up to any member of the staff at the carousel, and she would be like, "I remember when these were a quarter," and we go, "Yep, we remember when you told us that a week ago."
The Orange Julius place, and no one knows what an Orange Julius is.
Dude,
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
we saw one at there's one at the mall. I think one of the malls we went to
Yeah.
recently had an Orange Julius in it. It's not as good as I remember though. They probably took the high fructose corn syrup out.
So 17. Yes. One, she is very irritated and she feels like she's wasting her time. Like, especially after the "you want to see my scars" comment. She's like, what the fuck? You don't need
I mean, she's offering a 375 gold sale here. I mean, she's
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
put
yeah.
in the work.
Yeah, this is true. But she's been, not treated well. However, I mean, she's very confident in her work. She seems to know exactly what you're asking about and how to create something for it. Now the question is, why didn't Scribe get it? She knows Scribe. Why didn't they get one?
I turn back to the group. Do we even have enough gold for this?
No, like I don't have that much money.
I'd be really good at saving gold if I had pockets.
Yeah, I mean, do you offer like a payment plan or something?
$20 a month,
They
50%
have
interest.
firm.
Perhaps we can commission Zane for more gold.
That'd be a good idea.
I don't
Dude, oh
think
my god.
Zane deals in gold.
I'm gonna offer the lady a trade. I'm gonna pull out a scroll from my backpack. This is probably a dumb trade, but I'm gonna put this scroll on the table and say, "This is a scroll that we obtained in our travels and very high-powered electric attack spell involved. Is this worth anything to you? Do we think we could work out trade?" And it's a scroll of chain lightning.
What level is chain lightning?
3? I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4.
6th level.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, it's 6th level. We were both very
you want to
wrong.
trade
But
that for this?
I thought it would be valuable because we could maybe get more than one for this scroll. And if she knows any wizards, she can take this scroll and continue to use it.
She opens it up, looks at it, immediately rolls it back up. I'll still need a vial of your blood.
Is it just for one or for our
Well-
party?
I can do one for all three of you, not the bird.
Oh, there's also a cat. He is.
Well, yeah, can forget the cat.
It would require four,
Well,
More.
unfortunately.
Make sure she knows it's not an actual cat. She thinks maybe it's, I'm a bird. Maybe.
Meow.
We have a 4th party member not present, unfortunately.
Well,
See,
I will need.
he's a tabaxi. Say tabaxi, not cat. This is all in your head.
I didn't
you
say
know,
anything. I just said 4th party member.
I will need his blood.
This can be done, yes.
I'll go find him.
Okay.
No, you son of a bitch. I do not need the world's most indecisive shoppers. You guys need a credit card, for fuck's sake. Just put it on there. Get out of this job.
No, none of us have money. You're the only one that can get access to money by stealing it.
That's true.
Don't we have like a daily detect thoughts or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do I have to do I have to do stuff to actually visual shamanic, yeah. Yeah, I don't wanna insult her. So
Okay.
if she agrees, I'll say, if it is agreeable for 4 portions of this substance, I will agree. We
Excellent.
will come back in. It's like nighttime, right? Like
Yeah,
we will
yeah,
come
yeah.
back tomorrow and give blood to make it happen.
Well, how about this? I can at least begin preparing the potion if you leave the scroll. But I won't begin those preparations without knowing that you'll be back.
I look around the shop. We're in the shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like a fairly well-established shop? Like it's not going to disappear overnight? Like is there stuff on the shelves? Is there signs around? Is there other employees?
Yeah, there's only one other person this late at night. And there's a lot of stuff in here. There's like handmade soaps and candles, and then there's elixirs and stuff like that of different types. But I mean, yeah, for sure, it looks to have been here for a while. Where do you think I'm gonna go? First off, I can't technically use the scroll.
Yes, but it is valuable. You have made this very clear.
It is very valuable, and so is the work that I'm going to be doing for you. I can assure you there's nobody else that you'll find within...
In town,
Technically.
yes, I understand this. All right. Will you allow me to read into your mind to make sure you're not deceiving me? I ask her for permission to cast Detect Thoughts on her. And I hold out my palm kind of like sideways, so she'll grab my hand if she wants to.
If you dive too deep, the deal is off.
It's done.
All right, go for it.
I cast Detect Thoughts on her and I say, Skarovna.
So,
Wave my hand above her palm or whatever I have to do.
okay. Immediately you get excitement that she's going to have a chance to create more of these potions. These elixirs. But secondly, she's concerned about you all going into the Misty Steppes. And you get a vague sensation of a group of people or something that like protect it of some like or something strange. There's something strange there.
But nothing that would make me think she's trying to like run off with the scroll and not do it.
No,
for
no,
us.
no, no, no.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Okay.
I'll say, this is acceptable. And I put the scroll on the table and push it forward.
Good. I will begin the preparations, and then hopefully by the time y'all arrive in the morning, I'll have everything done so that all I need is your blood and I'll be able to create the elixirs within an hour.
I'll hand a vial of my blood.
Yeah, nice.
You have a vial just ready to go. You just keep
Yep.
your own blood. That's great.
I'm an alchemist. I do things.
Yeah, it's true. So she calls over, though, interestingly enough, you have never run into blood alchemy before. She calls over to the other person working the shop. Yelena, we're closing early. I have work to do. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe on the streets. By the way, have you checked your purses since you've been out?
Yeah. Oh, why?
Really?
Oh, pickpockets.
Doris like checks his purse. Is it still there at least?
What is your passive perception?
15.
15. Do you have a focus, or do you use materials?
Yeah, the skull on the end of my staff with
Okay.
the gem in it is my focus. Yep.
What's something small that you carry, like hanging from your belt, besides your coin?
Oh god. No.
Do you have a little dagger or something like that you keep handy?
No, I don't really use weapons. I have the staff and the shield, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've got a million like research stuff in my satchel.
Yeah. So like, you may end up
supposed
finding.
to have an emblem of my of the 8-pointed star emblem. Maybe that.
Yeah. So if that was like hanging on your satchel, it's gone.
Do not like it in this city.
I'm afraid to check now.
What's your passive perception?
9.
9. Oh yeah. Your gold is missing. Your coins are missing for sure. For sure, your coins are missing. Sully, what's your passive perception?
I have a 10.
You have a 10?
We have started
Yeah.
checking for this.
Yeah, 10 passive perception.
I'm not saying y'all won't be able to.
at the beginning of when we first got here to do that.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
A 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom of your coin purse has been slit.
I mean, is it all gone?
There's a couple of gold left in there that just didn't quite fall out, but
Ain't no way that everything else went away.
ain't no way. From what you can tell, it's just a couple of coins jingling around in there right now.
Oh,
Wait, are you
right.
saying that all my gold was stolen?
Everything.
I'm gonna panic.
On that note, Salor!
No.
Yes.
I rolled really well. I'm sorry. I'm not saying y'all won't be able to recover it. Y'all aren't lost, I promise. Salor. So
Yes.
you are in the storage room, in the back of this building. You can hear faint humming from the front and light spilling in through the door. What would you like to do?
Is the door closed or is it propped open?
It seems to be like it's not propped open, but it's just open a little bit from probably where this person is going in and out stocking the shelves. Like they didn't completely secure it as they're working.
Hold on 1 second, let me check.
Did the thieves touch the alchemy pouch? Cool, because there's a lot more valuable stuff in there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's not valuable to them immediately.
All right, I'm gonna go through my bag. I'm gonna pull out my little flask of oil that I have, and I'm gonna put it on the hinges.
Okay.
Before I open this door.
Okay. Make sure it doesn't squeak.
Yep.
Smart. Okay.
Okay, I don't want to interject in Tim's moment, but I need the party's opinion. When we leveled up, I learned scrying, and hearing Yahweh say, "I'll go find him," I'm wondering if you think Nice should be looking through a mirror in his pendant, trying to find Solar.
That would be hilarious.
So do you think that should happen, or should I leave Solar alone? Does it make sense that maybe we haven't decided to do that as a group? That's what I was debating, is if
Oh,
Nice
I'm
would do
definitely
it or
going to
not.
go try and find him.
Okay. Is that happening right now, or are we pausing time DM to give Solar some action economy before?
Yeah,
Yahweh
he'll
and
have
I
a
go
little bit of
looking for
action
him?
economy before.
Okay, so when Yahweh begins in your mind going to look for him, DM, that's when I would begin scrying from within the pendant.
Okay. All right, so you oil the door.
Yeah, oil the door. I'm going to try to close up what I cut as best as I can too. I don't want somebody walking by and being like, "Oh shit, there's a hole in our building."
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to put that stuff back the best that I can.
So the plaster was like wet and
Well, so it's just like the outdoor, like the wood itself.
oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Even like I'm gonna try to like prop it up or whatever to make it look.
Okay. Move
You
some
know.
of the trash and like barrels and stuff that were
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So the whole, at least from the outside, is covered.
Yep. And then yeah, I'm gonna try to open the doors as quietly as I can.
I'm afraid to ask you to roll for stealth, but roll for stealth.
All right. 24.
Okay. Also,
Noise.
roll perception.
$16.
Nice. Okay. So as you slip out the door incredibly silently,
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking around both ways, trying to see if I can hear that guy like stop whistling, or seeing if I hear him, halting his whistling or whatever.
no, they continue to hum as
Or hum, yeah.
as you make your way out of the door. You are now behind like the main counter. And you see a shadow of them moving more towards the middle of the store itself. And as you're looking around trying to get your bearings on this room, you realize that there's literally only one exit. First off, not to fire code. Second, but there is another door that seems to go above where that slanted ceiling was, as if there's stairs behind this other door, which is locked.
All right. I'll do the same thing. I'll put some oil on the hinges, and then I'm gonna try to pick this lock.
Okay.
Get my thieves' tools out.
Sleight of
What
hand.
should I
sorry.
roll for thieves' tools? All right, sleight of hand.
26.
26.
So you creep over and you wait a moment as you see the person within this building move closer to where you are, and you pause and you hide within a shadow, and they seem to just be grabbing from a box that they had put on the floor. And as they begin walking to the front again with their back towards you, you quickly use your lockpick set, and you hear a click as the lock gives. Though it wasn't an easy lock to pick, though as a master thief, apparently, it was not a problem for you. You begin sliding the door open on silent hinges, and you hear a faint pop and something creak on the other side.
How loud was it?
You could barely hear it. They probably wouldn't have been able to hear it over their own humming.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the door as quickly as I can and light my candle.
Okay. So you slip through the door, close it, and light your candle. And
I got dark vision too, I guess it doesn't matter, but
standing on the top of the stairs that you now find yourself in is a cat with its hackles up, hissing at you.
I'm gonna take.
It's your auntie.
I've got to have fish still on me, right? I did a bunch of fishing. Did I give him all of the book to the guy?
You didn't say that you kept any. You try that animal handling check though.
I feel like you've
Fuck animal
stolen
handling.
so much. You've surely accidentally stolen some fish.
No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't. It'd be super, super nice to have it at this point, but I'm gonna hiss back at that fucking thing.
Okay, so roll an intimidation check
does-
for cat.
I was gonna say, does Solar have a drug problem? You could share some of that nip.
Yeah, yep. Let's share some of that nip.
Only a 9.
You got a 9. That's okay. They rolled lower than you did. So as you hiss back at them, the cat rears up. I don't want to do the scream on the mic because I know it's just gonna blow everybody's eardrums out. But it screeches and then does the cat like running in place takeoff as it runs down the hallway, and you hear it crash up against a wall, slam into something, probably a door, and you hear it thwap up against the wall, and you hear things crashing off in the distance.
Okay. What's the lighting situation?
In this hallway, it's fairly dark.
Okay. I'm gonna put the candle out, and if it's pretty dark, I'm going to. Where's the closest door?
So at the top of the stairs, there's a door on the left. There's there's a long hallway, but there's only 2 doors. There's one on the left and one on the right. And then at the end of the hallway, you can see where there's like another opening that probably goes up to another floor. But you can't quite see around that corner.
All right, I'm just gonna keep an ear out right now and try to listen for any other movement besides the damn cat.
Okay, so roll perception.
Anyone?
You hear. You can now tell it was up the stairs that this cat went. There's a few things that just randomly thump from upstairs, but you hear no other movement.
All right. I'm gonna keep moving up the stairs.
Okay, so you're not going to go in either room?
Oh yeah, I'll go in the rooms. I didn't realize there were rooms.
Yeah, there's 2 doors.
Okay, yeah, I'll go. I'll just go to the door to the left first.
Okay. As you get closer to the door, you see that each room, specifically like these two anyway, they have like names on the outside of them. This one says Vance on the door, and like this.
Oh, Vance, yeah, I gotta rob that guy. Fuck that name.
This beautiful placard, like custom finished wood, and you don't even have to lockpick this door. It's
Yeah.
you open the door, it squeaks the tiniest bit, but as you walk in, there's a couple of sconces that remain lit. And the first thing that you notice upon walking in is there's a set of armor on a stand, like polished to a high gleam.
Ooh, what kind of armor is it?
It's just like half plate with like other leather pieces that keep it together. They're like a bookshelf lines one wall, and as you look at the books, you realize they're all like adventure fiction of like Bob's heroics and Vance's stories of adventures, just random shit. There's a couple of chairs in the room.
Okay, is there anything shiny?
There's some weapons that are hung on racks, though these they're cleaned, but they're not like as shiny as the armor itself. There's a couple short swords, there's a long sword, there's some daggers, nothing of like incredible make.
Yeah, I'll take the daggers and stuff them away.
Okay, and you see on the opposite side there's like an open door that leads into a bedroom.
Okay, I'll go in the bedroom.
The bedroom itself has like a deep, rich, floofy mattress that's just covered in furs. There's a wardrobe with like simple but well-made clothing within it. There's multiple wall hangers with weapons attached. Now these seem to be the nice ones.
Oh yeah. What's there?
There's a long sword that has scroll work along the handle and even like etched all the way down the blade. I don't know how much experience you have with long swords. It looks kind of fancy to be used for combat.
I can use long swords, but I wouldn't because it's a strength weapon.
Yeah.
You know.
There's
it's like an ornamental sword.
There's a couple of crossbows that are really nice. There's a longbow that is strange, but it seems to be prized as it's hanging over the back of his bed.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna jack that longbow.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. It's not my longbow.
And as you
I'm gonna put my no, I don't know if I want to put my short bow there. Shit, because I don't want him to know who it was.
That would be hilarious.
If he saw me. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking put it there. I want him to know.
Okay, so you're gonna swap it out?
When he finds out. Yeah, I'm gonna swap it out.
Alright, so you swap it out. Now, as you crawl on the bed to grab this longbow,
Is the bed any
the
good?
bed is incredible.
Sweet. I'm gonna lay there for a
It's
second.
like one of the softest beds you've ever been on. You lay down and you just kind of like lean back and relax, and as you settle into the bed, you open your eyes.
Yeah, I can see now why he's got all these damn books.
There is a full ceiling mirror above you.
Oh, that's weird. All right, fancy boy.
After
There's no smut on that shelf.
After a few moments of relaxing, no sweat. You get up and you grab the bow, and like off to the side there's a desk with there seems to be like some kind of ledger on it. There's a box of like neatly stacked pages. On the desk there's a journal, and there's a few journals kind of stacked on a shelf above the desk. And that seems to be it for this guy's room. Other than like
Nothing in the desk, in the drawers.
knickknacks and stuff. As you open the drawers of the desk, there's just old ledgers.
Okay.
And then there is one locked drawer of the desk.
I'll pick it real quick, or try to. Oh, 18.
As you pick the lock, it gives a strange resistance. And it eventually turns. Now, as you open it, you feel something almost like a spring keeping it closed. It's a very slight resistance. You gonna yoink it open anyway?
Yeah, I'll pry it open with one of my daggers if I have to. Quietly. Not if I feel like it's gonna let off a loud sound. If I have to like force it to where it's gonna pop or crack.
Okay. So the resistance is strange, and as you like try and use one of your daggers to help pry it open, it doesn't give.
All right, moving on. I don't want to spend any more time here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
The next room, this sign is a little bit different, but it still says Judgy on the front.
Judgy?
Yeah.
I almost feel bad about robbing this guy. Name like that, he probably got enough shit growing up.
No, there's a few things you realize you open this door. One, there's like a feathery brush with a piece of cloth along the bottom of it, and as you open it, it's like a popping almost. As you unseal this door, you are immediately overwhelmed with the smell of chemicals and herbs and even
God
like
damn it.
a faint scent of rot within.
Oh god. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Great. One of these guys.
You open the door, and instead of like the sitting area within, the room that was mirrored on the other side, there's like a very simple bed just kind of shoved up haphazardly along one of the walls. There's a desk and a chair with papers and books just scattered all around. There's a bookshelf that is just covered with scrolls and pages and books and random items just literally thrown on it. And it's just, this front room is just a disaster. There's like laundry on the floor. The bed doesn't look like it's ever been made. Even if there's no fitted sheet on it, it's just a bunch of blankets thrown on it. It's just a fucking disaster. And then of course there's the second door for the back of the room.
Yeah, I'll very timidly walk over all this shit and try to get to the second door.
Okay. The second door is even heavier. And you feel there's a seal on it as you push it open, like an airlock almost. Now the smell hits you like a fucking wall. However, this room is a completely different looking space. This looks like it belongs to two different people. The larger room has been turned into a massive but well-organized alchemy room with multiple tables covered in different instruments and containers, hanging racks with various plants, shelves lined with meticulously bottled labels, jars, containers. There's like journals with very specific, detailed notes about all of the work that they've been doing in a very neat handwriting on every single table in here.
Cool, so no gold?
Not that you immediately see.
Okay, I'm gonna start going through the desks and shit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna grab a bunch of fucking crap, like, I don't...
As you start going through the desks...
unlike Yahweh, I am not a fucking alchemist.
The first one that you open and you go through, you realize that...
Is there anything that's labeled health potion?
I was just gonna say, you can tell that like this one, from the journal that's sitting on top, there's literally a recipe for alternative health potion.
Great. Alternative health potions.
Yeah.
That's the shit that works.
Yep.
Yeah.
And underneath is there's a small tray with about 7 different vials in it. And they're all meticulously labeled, and it just says alt health pot. That's hard to say. Alt health pot.
That's just what the one says.
That on that one desk. That seems to be the alternative healing desk. The next one is you see like pits and burns and stuff around the floor of this desk and on top of this desk itself. And there's a couple of different types of acids that seem to have been created on this one. Now, these aren't just haphazardly like placed on the ground in a small little container. They are in a box that sits in the middle of the desk as to not be knocked off. And as you open it, these are teeny tiny like little round vials. And it's just acid A, acid B, acid X, acid M. There's just different types of acids that are in there.
Okay. I think him knowing like the amount of work that goes into this kind of stuff, I don't know if I would rob them of any of this shit, like any of this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because number one, I don't want to carry this crap. I don't know what the fuck it does. It could burn a hole in all my shit
could.
for all I know.
It could.
And secondly, it's probably smells. I don't want to be smelled walking through this hallway.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna just kind of, yeah. I'm gonna plug my nose and just kind of keep and kind of do another double check, make sure there's nothing around that can't be opened. That's, you know. But I'm gonna assume this guy doesn't have shit. So I'm gonna kind of fucking alchemist weirdos.
Okay, so as you just kind of take a glance around the room, you're like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think, and I also understand time's of the essence, so I don't want to spend too much time.
Okay. So you close the door, the first heavy door to the main room, and then the outer door. Now you still have a faint scent of this entire air, like that room, just hanging in your fur, unfortunately.
Great.
And you make your way upstairs. You make your way upstairs. Now in this one, you see one door on the end and two doors. There's only like a single hallway. There's one door on the end, and then there's a left and a right door. The one on
I'm gonna go straight to the one on the end.
The one on the left is an open door. The one on the end is closed. And as you pass the one on the left, you see the entrance room. I had to make sure of this. The entrance room, you see these like weird wide shelves in like different angles and stuff all around the walls, and there's like all different kinds of shit for the cat to climb on and explore. It's like a maze for a cat along the walls within this front room. And you hear from the back of the room like a very low growl as you pass. So you get to the back to the room at the end of the hall, and there's a sign on the door that says Neza.
Neza? That's promising.
Neza.
Doesn't smell like shit, does it?
No, you open the door and it's actually quite pleasant. You see like a sitting area. There's no chairs really, but there's plush rugs and cushions and pillows and blankets just kind of all around the room. There's plants hanging from the ceiling. There's potted plants. There's just plants everywhere here. There's a couple of small tables with snacks and like teacups scattered around between the different areas of cushions. Books and journals just lay in neat stacks throughout the room. It just seems like a really comfortable area just to chill and read or write or hang out. And then of course there's a room to the bed. There's a door to the bedroom. The private rooms.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick glance around, see if there's anything valuable or any kind of safes or anything like that.
You don't see anything in this room.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bedroom then.
As soon as you open the door, you see a small stove and a counter, like a little kitchenette, with a single iron skillet and a wooden spoon. There's a single chair at a small table with just like a single setting to eat at. There's a thick mat off in the corner, just layered with different blankets and pillows. And sitting next to that is a low table with a journal and quill and ink and a stack of journals that line the wall. It's odd. It's almost like a domino row of journals.
I'll take a look at them. I'll go through them quickly.
All right. The journal that's sitting on the table, you realize is literally what their last adventure was. It was their last adventure to the Misty Steppes.
I'll take that.
Okay. And you can assume that the rest of the journals are probably just journals of her life.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Misty Steps one.
Okay. But I will tell you that you're not going to immediately find gold just sitting around these rooms.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look around and glance at stuff. I don't have time to search through every fucking thing in this house. So if I don't see somewhere that, like, you know how it is, if you go somewhere and you're looking around and you don't see like
Yeah.
any places where things could be stored, I can't see through walls, so I don't.
Yeah, there's a couple of small shelves that are fitted up against the wall, up against one of the walls.
I mean, you know how it is when you're robbing
Yeah.
somewhere. You take a quick glance around. You're like, that looks valuable. That looks valuable.
And it seems to appear like she doesn't seem to be a person of, like, she doesn't seem to be showy at all. But on these shelves are simple trinkets, earrings. There's a couple of bracelets. There seems to be some kind of spell focus sitting up there. And a couple of sachets, like probably with spell components and stuff like that. From the smell, you can probably assume that's what they are.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna look under like mattresses and stuff like that and just see if there's anything.
All right, roll investigation.
18.
So you like quickly lift up the mats in her room. You don't see anything immediately that catches your eye under her mat specifically. And you're kind of like looking around the room, like, they have to have gold somewhere. They had, like, these are people who are constantly adventuring. They're probably pulling the flyers off of like all of the posters that you've seen around the town. And they have to be sharing it. So you take a break and you just kind of look around the room for a second. And you notice one of the pots is sitting on a like a riser, but none of the other pots are. So you go over, and it's like this little tiny willow, and it just kind of hangs out over the riser itself. And you move aside the branches that are hanging down, and you realize that there's like a small latch on the back of it that opens up. And within, you find a couple of bags that seem to hold coins, as well as a few drawings that look to have been of family, some love letters that she has received, some dried flowers, and some other random items that are
Oh, Jesus. All of a sudden, I'm feeling guilty about this whole thing. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm taking this.
Okay, what are you taking? Are you just taking the bags of coins?
Yeah, taking the bags.
Okay, so you grab the bags of coins. Now you're jingling and smell like chemicals. No, I know you know how to time out.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just kidding. So you head out of this room, and about this time, y'all would be finishing up y'all's interrogation of the poor woman at A&A.
Fucking talk about Karens. Holy shit.
So about this time, y'all would be leaving, and EOA would be talking about finding Solor. So nice, you're more than welcome to scry, but I believe Solor has to make a save to see the orb.
Yep. So Solor, make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so that's a 10 because I know your likeness. So I will be able to successfully put a invisible sensor within 10 feet of him that moves with him. So I'll just put it over his shoulder. I feel like that's what I've gotten used to as a parrot, so I'd put it in a similar position.
Okay. So invisible orb over Solor's shoulder, and you see him walking through the outer room of Nez's place, which is the plush rugs and the carpets and the cushions and the pillows and...
But I have no idea where this is, right?
No, you have no idea.
Yep.
You know that this is definitely not the inn.
So in Yahweh's head, I'll say, all right, he's in a house. Does he live here?
Okay. Nice one question.
He's moving pretty quietly. Maybe he's playing hide and seek. We did a lot of that. Do you guys play hide and seek here?
First of all, how do you know this? And
Oh, I was practicing scrying. Back when Nemu was saying we were being watched all the time, I was like, oh, wait, I know how to do that. So I was kind of practicing a bit.
okay, and you see him.
In my mirror, in the pendant.
Yes, but where is he?
Oh, he's in a house. Or more like a hallway. I don't know. It's kind of dark.
I look around all around me, buildings everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific.
I'll try to look around the house for anything that might stand out, like an adornment on a wall, or seeing out through a window and seeing some building that I might be able to compare to buildings I'm seeing outside the pendant.
Okay. So you just listen in while I describe the next area for Silur. So Silur, as you exit this room and close the doors behind you, you walk down the hallway. Now you have the open door with the cat in it, and then you have the closed door. Now the closed door has the name Daryl on the front. Daryl's gonna get robbed?
Yep, Daryl's done.
Okay, so
I see a Daryl.
you see the name Daryl on the wall, or on the door itself. Now, just for, I know Silur wouldn't be looking at these things, but Nice might notice, the trim and stuff around the doors is beautiful. The hallway itself is lavishly decorated with different paintings. There's like crown molding and beautiful wallpaper. So
Wow, for such like a kind of junkily dressed fisherman, he has a really nice house.
Okay, nice house. I look for.
And I'm kind of annoyed that he hasn't introduced us to his friend Daryl. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm just this fisherman by myself." I mean, he's got friends he's hanging out with when we're not around. That's rude. We didn't do that in the Shallows. You include everyone.
So roll investigation either way.
Find a nice house
Yeah, find a nice house.
with no help from Nice. 7.
A 7. You look around and you see like a mixture of businesses and like closed buildings and shuttered doors. You see obviously where you just left, which was Aromatics and Arcana. You see Chum's Food and Stuff, Lots of Knots, Shelley Shoreline Realty, Obrivail Co-op, Shoes, SHOOS, with a picture of a boot. You see Fisher's Finds, which looks to be some kind of trinket shop. You see nothing nice. And then of course you see the Explorer's Extravaganza shop, which is right next to you. Once again, not a nice storefront. So Silur, you open the door, and as soon as you open it, you are overwhelmed with the smell of like cigar or tobacco smoke. The trophies of this guy's hunts line the wall. Think taxidermy style trophies. There's pelts, there's stuffed heads, there's like tails hanging in different directions, there's large scales just kind of stuck to the wall, teeth even, which EOA might find very interesting. There's there's like heavy leather chairs. Think like the most manly cigar room you can think of, and
This guy's got to have something.
and that's what is in here. I don't know if Silur would know like the value of some of the items from the creatures, but that's what you would see in the outer room. And then there's a massive double door into the bedroom.
Um,
I don't know what that would be, like history, nature, maybe? Yeah. 21.
I rolled a 21.
Some of these,
Yeah, I want to see what the rarity I would think this stuff is.
yeah, there's a couple of really strange items that stand out to you mainly because they are so odd and unique. There's some quills that are about 3 foot long that are almost like a neon yellow glow from the inside that are very just different, and you can assume that they are probably worth something somewhere. There's a couple of scales from I don't know if you would know what they were from, but they're like palm-sized scales that have these weird, almost metallic striations within them that might be worth something. And then there's like a couple of large teeth that you could probably sell to a collector that you know, those kinds of things. You don't want the teeth?
Yahweh would steal my teeth.
Okay, so scales and quills.
Yep, we'll do that.
Okay. So you go to the back. You go to the door that leads to the main bedroom. Once again, there are more trophies. There are skeleton or skulls sitting on like. I can listen to myself. There are skulls and different like claws sitting on like little pedestals. There's more skulls hanging from the wall. There's the fucking chandelier that holds candles made of antlers. Like, there is everything in this room. The bed itself is just covered in different pelts and furs. Now on a couple of these pedestals, they look like artifacts of some kind. There's one that is like this golden inlaid box that has got a few gems on the top in a strange pattern that you can't quite make out immediately. So there's a bunch of oddities like that in the room.
Okay. Anything that I can stick in my backpack?
Yeah, the small box you can stick in your backpack. If you want to try and grab a couple of the claw, like there's a pedestal that just has a claw like standing on it. You don't know what animal is from itself, but why would it be on a pedestal if it wasn't worth something?
Right, for sure.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I guess Daryl's letting him borrow some animal body parts.
Daryl is.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of weird. It's awfully quiet. I think maybe he's hungry. I hear a growling faintly.
The cat across the room, across the hallway. Yeah, as you're looking around EOA, there's nothing that matches these descriptions. Like, you can go 2-3 blocks. The only building that looks to be that would house anything like the opulence that Nice is telling you about would be the inn. Because
Ooh,
I mean, it was
wait.
fairly nice.
Are there windows?
There are windows.
What time
However,
of day is it?
It is nighttime.
Like middle of the night.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is very nighttime. It's like
And what's
12.
however?
So the windows themselves, as Solor is looking around the room, like he's not looking out the windows. One of them looks to be.
Oh, well, I don't see through his eyes. I see through the sensor.
Oh, that's right. As he passes one of these windows, it looks out into like to the side of a building.
Okay, so I think Nice is an idiot at reading the room, but he is pretty scientifically intelligent based off my scores. Could I roll something such as nature to do a quick astrology of the position of the stars I'm seeing compared to the stars I'm seeing where Yahweh is?
So strangely enough, the other windows that he passed specifically in the last room, they weren't even like, they were painted over. They were murals. And now that you're in this room, you understand why. Because the window looks out and about 4 feet away is another building.
Oh, all I see is another building wall. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
see
just,
any of the
it's
nice
like,
guy.
it's just looking over an alley, like a very narrow alley.
Okay, well, his friend Daryl's house is next to other buildings.
So EOA, you turn around and backtrack to where most of the shops are, because those buildings were very, very close together. And now you're
Were
looking.
all these like shops like connected to one building?
Quite a few. Like, there was a couple of them that were connected, like butted up against each other. There were a couple that had small alleys between them. So you can start looking alleys, which is gonna go great.
Is Nice able to see only through the sensor or like both locations?
I'm basically staring at my mirror, and my mirror can move anywhere within 10 feet of Solur and look around. And I can see and hear through it, but that's it.
But can you see through your own
Yeah,
eyes.
no, I'm just watching the mirror and then telling the mirror where to go. But I can like look around my room, look outside.
Nice. Tell me if you see anything that looks familiar.
All right, so roll perception for me, nice. Salor, as you're in this room, there's of course like this massive wardrobe, like beautifully made out of solid wood, that's standing up against one of the walls. There's a couple of side tables. You don't find anything of note, and then 26. Yeah, that'll do it. But besides like the trophies that he's got sitting out, you don't see any just obviously gold sitting out.
I'm gonna look around like I did the last time for gold.
Okay.
I at this point, like I feel like I'm on borrowed time.
All right, so roll a quick investigation. Nice. You see him like an 8 quickly scanning around the room, and he hones in on this massive wardrobe. It is probably like 10 foot tall, I don't know, 6 foot wide. And he goes over to it and he quickly opens it up, and he's looking within, like through all of these beautiful clothes that are sitting in there. Most of them, of course, made from leather. Leather jackets and pants, and then, you know, like linen shirts. And then he opens the drawer beneath. He searches through it real quick, closes everything. He doesn't find what he's looking for.
I don't think any of these are his size, is the only thing I'm going to say.
Okay. As he walks out of the room, one thing you do notice through the window is the gutters that seem to be running on the building adjacent to it. First off, the building that is across is a story shorter than what he's in. So you see the gutters, and they seem to be copper. So they've greened over time, and it's sagging a little bit. So as Eoway's walking down the street and just kind of looking down each alleyway, kind of, you know, giving you a chance to look around, there's only like, I would say about the third one, you see those greened gutters.
And does it have a multi-story building next to it?
It does. It is the 3-storied building with the greened gutters is A&A, where y'all just were. And the big building next to it, the 4-story building, is the worn down and like very old looking, like it's barely standing up, Explorer's Extravaganza, which backs up to your hotel.
I'll like stick my little like head out, and like you'll see me like looking back into the pendant at the mirror and like trying to line them up. It could be there.
Like, half face out.
So I'll point at the Explorer's Extravaganza.
The place with no lights on?
Well, it's dark inside. That checks out too. Maybe if we walk up there and see Daryl, we're off to a good start.
So as y'all walk past y'all walk past A&A, and y'all are heading to Explorer's Extravaganza, you see one of the members of Scribe currently unlocking the front door. Salor, are you done in Daryl's room?
If there's nothing else that I can, if there's nowhere else, I think gold would be. Yeah, I think at this point, are there windows in any of these places?
There are windows, but what you
Yeah.
notice is that like they're the ones on the back of the room, or like in Nez's room, were all painted because they technically were right up against what is the inn. So she just had like murals painted on them, and there's no natural light that comes into that room except for one window that faces A&A, which all you saw was the wall of A&A and part of the roof. In Daryl's room, it's just the windows that are in there literally just look right to the neighboring building.
Okay. Yeah, I think at this point, I'm just going to kind of close up and start moving out.
Yeah, the only room you haven't gone into is the cat room.
The cat room.
Yeah, right across from Daryl's, where the door was open, where the cat's growling at you.
Damn, that's tempting. Is there a sign above the? If I leave Daryl's room, is there a sign above that room?
Well, her door is open, but if you were to like peek on the door, you would see that the name is Kari on the door. And like as you like kind of look in the room and see these cat mazes that have been like built along the walls, you see that when the cat ran through here, it knocked over one of the side tables and just spilled everything from the room or from that table all over the place. And there's like a bowl that's just been flipped. There's nuts or something in it that are all over the floor. And the bedroom door is open and you hear a low growl coming from within the bedroom.
Okay.
I'll say, man, maybe we misjudged this guy. Now he's helping his friend Kari. He seems like a helpful dude.
So as y'all are walking, like you see now one of the members of Scribe unlocking the front door to Explorers, what did I call it? Explorers Extravaganza. Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up to him like, hey, have you seen a cat come through here?
What?
His name's Daryl.
Are you Daryl?
This is Neza. I'm sorry, female Neza. This is Neza. I don't know if you would know her
for
name.
you there.
Yeah.
You don't look like a Daryl.
No, that's my friend. You're looking for a cat?
Yes, I think he's inside.
Are we talking about like the four-legged kind?
What?
The humanoid kind.
I haven't seen a cat. I've been at the bar. And the store's closed.
Ask if maybe Daryl was having a friend over she didn't know about.
Y'all suck so bad. Oh my god, y'all suck so bad.
Dude, I'll straight up murder this guy, and then we're all like, I shit you not, I will totally sabotage this entire thing.
Okay, the thing is though, I don't think Yahweh would have ever seen Solar doing like criminal activity before,
Right.
so I wouldn't take you for a thief.
But why would you?
Don't fuck Salor, guys, on his first mission.
Maybe just offering up to Yahweh as you're thinking it out, has the combined statements from Nice triggered any sort of sixth sense for you?
Yeah. But you would know that he did walk to the back of the building with one of the members. So you could have assumed that after he went off with one of their members that they went and hung out or something.
I believe I have the wrong place.
Are you lost?
Yes, I'm looking for my friend is I'm trying to find my friend and he's somewhere in this town.
Yeah, we're pretty new here. Sorry. we're just.
Wait,
passing
isn't that
through.
same idiot Tabaxi who lost his room key earlier?
Yes, that would be the one.
Yeah.
He's lost again.
Yeah, he's he gets lost very easily.
I would put a leash on him. This is not the city where you want him to be missing. I'm serious, this is a dangerous place.
Oh, I'm aware.
You all should know better.
Yeah. I will be very sad because I just lost all my gold.
Yeah. And now
Yeah,
you're wandering around in the dark
yeah,
and just assuming that like somebody's going to help you out. What happens if somebody
yeah.
is like, "Yeah, I saw him go this way." And then all of a sudden you get stabbed.
That will be a very bad ending.
Yeah. Let's not do that, okay? So, just hope he wanders home. And you'll have a
Yeah.
wonderful night.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
In your head, Yahweh. Well, maybe can we ask her if she sees him to make sure to let him know to get us a blood sample for the potion?
I'm not gonna ask that.
So she turns around and begins unlocking the door. Like, continues unlocking the door. And just kind of looks behind her as y'all are all just standing around. Good night.
If you
Good night.
do see him, tell him we're looking for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like looking over the city.
I'll be sure to do that. Have a great night. And she just like walks in shaking her head and you hear the doors lock behind her. So Laura, you would hear the front door like chime go off.
Okay.
And-
so then I would hear that too. So I have this like stereo hearing.
Yeah. Like it is really, really faint from where Solor is. So, and you hear like faint talking from downstairs, Solor. So you have, Kari's room left with the cat. I'm gonna take a quick sneak peek.
Dude, I'm about to steal that cat.
That would be so fucking funny. All right, so you go in the outer room, and oh, you can say you have freaking treats, or like your snacks or whatever. You have rations on you, whatever a tabaxi ration looks like. No,
You think this cat speaks Leonin?
you can try animal handling.
I mean, it's Tiffany's world, but I doubt it.
No. But like, so there's that table that had like all kinds of odds and ends on it. It looks to be like even some spellcaster, like herbs and other things that they use for their spells. You quickly scan the room and you realize this room is literally just for the cat. And this single oversized large chair, probably where Kari sits,
I
and just hangs
like,
out with her cat.
I'll just shake my head.
Yeah.
And just keep
Yeah,
walking.
the only strange thing you notice is like there's a big basket full of like old clothes sitting next to the chair and like some sewing implements sitting on top of it. As you walk into the bedroom, the growl gets a little bit louder and there's like this low hiss. But there's this massive, large, like 4-poster bed in the middle with a beautiful thick comforter. Original art lines the walls of this room. Some of them are framed, some of them are just pinned on the wall. There's a sewing machine in a corner. There's a partially open wardrobe, a side table with like charcoal and a sketchbook. There's an art desk covered in paints and pencils and brushes and other like half-finished pieces of art. There's an easel sitting on in one corner next to the only window that looks like it gets sun since it's towards the front of the building. With a partial, it's got like a partially finished painting on it, and you see like a backpack that's just been thrown on the bed along with other like small bags and satchels and a purse. You muted yourself.
I'll take whatever that is.
You're just gonna grab all the bags?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all the bags, and you said this window gets sun.
Yeah, it looks to be like the easel is like propped up right next to this front window.
Okay, can I open this window?
Yeah, there's a couple of really heavy latches.
Okay, I'm gonna unlatch it and try to go out this window.
Okay, so you unlatch it, and you are 3 stories
Is
up.
that fucking cat still here?
Oh yeah, you see, it's like under the bed, growling at you. It's just constantly growling. So as you open the window, you hear footsteps on the stairs from the bottom floor echoing up. So
That cat's super pissed.
so the cat is super pissed. So you open the window. Something that you, first off, you're 3 stories up. Second off,
Yeah.
you're 3 stories up, but this is a 4-story building. But you didn't
Right.
see any other stairs. It's a little bit weird. So you slip out the window. Now there is an issue.
Is there anything to attach any rope to?
The like 1,100-pound 4-poster bed.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw some. I'll put some rope around that, then tie a knot and
Shimmy down.
shimmy down. Yeah, it's 50 feet, so it should be enough.
Yeah. So you're just gonna leave the rope.
And my scrying's only 10 minutes. I feel like I'd love to cut it off as he's preparing to leave, but before he actually leaves.
Yeah.
And then I'll just say, okay, it ended. I'll have to focus in again if we need it. But I'm remembering he was sneaking around. She didn't know he was there. We might have ruined the birthday party, guys.
So as y'all are walking back down the street, so Laura, you slip out the window and you're sliding down this rope and you see your group heading around the corner as you make your way to the ground. Having like a
Alright.
quiet conversation.
I'll just walk up to him. Hey guys.
Where you been?
Oh crap! Where'd you come from?
I was.
It's got like an extra backpack and like a purse, a couple of bags, and a bow.
We should go somewhere out of sight. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know where they're staying at the inn right over there? Yes.
I mean, it's I may find a new inn, briefly.
I'm not
Temporarily.
sure we have many options in this city.
Might sleep outside. I might just sleep outside under the stars. I love stars.
We
Me
do
too.
have tents. I don't like them, but we have them.
I got a
Yes,
bedroom.
tent. I might use my tent for the first time in a long time.
So it's like, I got a
My-
bed.
My face is going to like shoot out of the pendant, and I'm looking very concerned. This is probably amongst the fastest you've seen me move. I'm so sorry. Did we ruin the party?
Yeah, you ruined the party, all right. How dare you?
Oh, I'm
Wait,
so
what
sorry. Sorry.
Birthday party, the party, the pants party.
Doris just stands there and like narrows his eyes at him,
I'm just giving
willing
him a
himself to
stern
insight
look.
but doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got some new stuff. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Where to next?
Well, we lost our gold.
I've got more. Don't worry.
Oh.
Wait, you got stuff at the party? Was it your birthday?
It was definitely my birthday. 100%.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm 14. In cat years, that's pretty old.
You're the same age as Nimu?
No. I'm kind of older because I age differently.
Doris is like
Don't ask.
pulled out a notepad and he's like, cat years I think are different than bird years, but I'm not certain. I need to do the math.
Okay. So
14. Did I say 14? I meant 16. 16. 14's my favorite number. To get them confused.
You can't just make up your birthday. Do you know when you were actually born or no?
I have no idea. Why would I know that?
That is how birthdays work.
I don't know.
We're walking in a fairly downtrodden sort of town, I'm getting the vibe, right?
uh-huh.
Can I look to see if there are any rats or other, like, pests scurrying about?
Oh god. Make a perception check.
I'm gonna like after seeing this, I'm gonna just
That was
like,
another nat 20.
I'm gonna look at like keep watch on the back of us in case something happens.
All right, so roll investigation.
Man,
Oh.
two nat 20s, of course, in non-combat sessions when
I got a 9. It's not good.
Okay. So as you're looking around, for not Amelia, sorry, Soli. As you're looking around, Um, you don't notice anybody like following you or anything. Nice.
Go behind this building, by the way. I'll see you guys over here at some point.
Nice. There are quite a few rats, specifically like around the edges and coming like in the alleys where a lot of the trash and debris is just left.
Okay. So I will. And do I have anything that's instantaneous? Okay. So I guess I'll just have to use my psychic lance. So the rat needs to make a int 17 saving throw.
No, it's a 3.
Okay. Do you want me to roll it? It's 8d6 damage.
No.
Okay. So I'm imagining, because this is a psychic shimmering lance of power, so just like a beam comes out of Yahweh's pendant and just lasers this rat, and then you see me kind of run out and I cast Mage Hand, pick up the rat, move it over, and I go, I notice you like collecting animal parts. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And the Mage Hand will
Animal
just
parts.
drop
Love
it in your
animal
hand.
parts. Yeah.
And you have a dead rat that's been mildly exploded.
You're
The head. It's just like brain and blood oozing out of its ears and nose. It's no eyes.
so
You just
so
imploded a rat.
Dumbest thing ever, but can I insight check to see how excited he is about
Go
receiving
for
this
it.
rat?
Yeah.
Like, I already know the answer, but yeah, 26 insight.
26. I mean, he's very distracted right now, keeping an eye around the area.
So he's just
and-
saying like, yes, yes, okay,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Then you kind of see him wait. He's like double takes and he's like, thanks. Appreciate
Doris
it.
like shuts his notebook. He's like, okay, this isn't actually important then.
And I'm gonna go back inside my apartment and just like plop down on the couch, and Yahweh, you'll hear in your head, "How's my first physical present I've given someone?"
Oh, it's so sweet. Oh my god. Okay, so
I wish I could throw it up back to the window where the cat was.
I mean the window is open with a rope dangling out of it, so that's gonna go well. Now Soli
I have like one of those potato cannons.
dead rat. Does anybody have catapult?
Right.
You just miss and it hits the window.
Clatters in the window.
That's what I was thinking. Like this great
gift.
gift he's so proud of, and it just like smacks against the wall and falls to the ground.
I would do it with his back turned. I don't know what to do with the dead rat. I don't want to throw it away.
He's an invisible man inside Yahweh's head. He's never turning his back.
Shit.
So just a reminder, you still have the harbor that you wanted to visit and the mayor. So I don't know what y'all want to do for the rest of the night, if you wanted to do either of those things.
Well, it is like midnight, right?
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m.
Let's go to bed.
Okay. So Soli is definitely sleeping in her bed tonight, as she has stated. She doesn't want to rough it when she's got a freaking nice ass room. Solor, where are you sleeping?
So Lord, come with me.
I'm gonna find. It's a good question.
I want to grab him and just like, can I talk to you?
Sure.
We can head up to my room.
Okay.
So, I want to get up there and just When we get in, I'm just gonna lock the door behind me.
Okay. Okay.
Squirt, drop everything.
No, I earned this.
Okay. I have a gift for you. Hold out your hand.
Nope. I don't trust you. You told me to drop this stuff I just worked really hard for.
Fine, you can keep it.
What am I holding my hand out for then? Are you going to give me more gold?
Something like that.
If it's one of your creepy teeth, I don't want it.
It's not a tooth.
Okay. I want to wait. I want to insight. I want to figure out like. Yeah, I'm. It's a weird request. You know what?
I'll roll deception. You roll insight.
Okay. All right.
This is gonna go well.
Oh, look at that bullshit. What the fuck, dude? 9. It was on 19.
Oh, you definitely win that.
Really?
I rolled with my deception. Hold on. Where's it on the list? It's not here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I have advantage actually. Oh.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
So Yahweh is just like fully staring at you with like piercing eyes, just
Why are you-
like with the sternest look on his face.
Why are you? Okay. Well, it's nice talking to you, man.
Exit stage left.
I am standing in front of the door.
Huh. I guess I'll go lay down then.
Was there multiple beds in this room?
I don't remember if you had gotten a double.
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
don't
what the
take any
room
notes, so
arrangement
I have
was.
no
I thought
idea
I
where
paid
I'm
for
staying
everyone.
either.
Yeah, yeah.
For fuck's sake, just spit it out. What do you want? Jesus.
It is his birthday.
No, seriously.
You probably don't know, but do you know what happened to the last tabaxi that robbed from me?
Oh, that's right.
No, not so much. I don't think I'd be included in on that. Or at least Nemo never mentioned it. It's probably
Well-
not all that significant, to be honest.
Well,
Fucking
she stabbed
gross.
someone I care about. And in the next tabaxi I meet, and you rob someone.
I just robbed a group of people for, the greater good.
Well, I don't
Like
like it.
my good. My greater good. My pockets. Well,
Your argument is very poor.
And
I don't need to have an
you
argument.
can replace Soli's gold too, which is what you had said.
Yep. See, we can sell all this stuff, and everybody seems to not have a whole lot of money. And I take 80% of it because I did all the work, and you guys can have the rest. It's community gold. Did the other person that screwed you do that?
I'm allowing you to keep this money because I don't really like that group.
That's why I did it. Otherwise, like, I don't go around just robbing people all the time. But if people are, kind of dicks, then I will. Especially if they don't need the money.
But I'll give you a gift in the morning. And I
Um,
pull out a dagger and slice his hand.
I was-
Rolled a hit.
Surprise round?
I mean, y'all are facing each other. I don't know how much of a surprise that is on a thief.
I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be a. Let's see. 21.
Yeah, 21 would hit, but hold on a second.
Wait, no, 23.
Yeah, 23 hits. I mean, I only have 17 AC.
Yeah, I'll grab a dagger, slice your hand, and pull out a vial and just get a vial of your blood.
I'm trying to decide if I would slice you back.
So after he
Am I in the
slices your
room
hand,
with you guys? Like, is there 3 of us in the room together, or am I not there?
I don't remember
we're
how y'all
just-
split up the rooms. I think y'all had separate rooms.
I'm separate. Yeah.
Yeah, Sully was definitely
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, I just wanted to meet with him alone.
So
Just nice is there.
That's fine.
you slice
Nice is just always with me
he
now.
slices
so.
your hand, and immediately he pulls out a vial and goes to grab your hand to like put your blood in a vial because of, you know, like agency. I like, you're not gonna be able to just grab his hand and take his blood, but like he tries to grab your hand and bottle your blood.
I'm gonna quickly, after it's in there, I'm gonna quickly try to grab it back.
The vial.
Yep.
Okay, so
Like contested dexterity.
yeah. Yeah, it'll be just a straight dex check. Y'all both are dexy though.
Straight dex. This is a. Might as well just roll a d20 at this point.
Yeah, roll a d20 plus. I thought you had high dex for some reason.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we both have a 20 in dex, we don't really need to add modifiers then.
Yeah, that's fair.
I rolled a 7.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I snatched that shit back.
So snatches his vial of blood.
That was rude. I'm gonna just try to push out of his way and leave the room.
Before the night ends, before we go to sleep, I'm gonna feel a little bit paranoid, so I'm gonna put like something, like some furniture, something in front of the door.
Okay. That's a
Make
good
sure
idea.
it's like very locked, and then I'm gonna sleep with my wand close to me, just in case that they come in the middle of the night and try to like
Okay.
do something like attack us. So
Okay, that's a good idea. Dorus, is there anything you wanted to do?
No. If I'm in a room by myself, I pass out next to the bed with the shield and staff sitting next to me, looking down at me.
Okay.
Man, birthdays have changed a lot since I remember.
So as Solor
Nice.
tries to push back you,
I'll
Alright.
just let him leave.
okay, with the vial of blood.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if he gets rid of it, he'll have to cut himself tomorrow.
This is true because he didn't even tell him what it was for. This is very true.
So hope he keeps it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd throw it away.
No, like, why would you throw a vial of your blood away?
Why would I fucking keep a vial of my own blood? I'm not an alchemist. We've already established
This is true. This is true.
I didn't get a chance to explain why.
Yeah. Why would you? So if
You're
somebody,
just gonna have to get more blood in the morning.
if somebody cornered you into a room and then sliced your hand without you fucking ask or wanting them to, what
He's
would your
party.
response
He's
be?
your party member. You should.
It doesn't
be
matter.
like,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
enjoy my blood. I think you should have that. That's yours now. Thank you, friend.
Who the fuck responds like that?
He's been with
Whoever
y'all for
said
like
that?
4 days.
Last I checked, we're not vampires.
There was a reason I didn't
Yes.
tell you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
What it was
thanks for
for.
putting a scar on my hand. I love that. That was amazing. Oh yeah, sure, you can have my blood. Why not? Such a cordial conversation.
A 4-day
I might as well let you have
a
it.
4-day
You're just
friendship.
not used to our party yet.
Jesus Christ.
This is so weird.
It's a little
So-
reminder not to steal.
So as the night winds down, Solora, where are you gonna sleep?
I don't know. I think what I would try to do is find before I went to bed, I would probably try to find like a black market somewhere if there's something in the city, like using thieves' cant, and just try to get rid of some of this stuff, because I can't keep it.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna walk around with this stuff.
I'll make a note of it, and
I mean, quite honestly, the longer I have this shit on me, like the longer, you know,
Yeah.
the bigger of an issue it becomes in terms of the group.
okay.
I don't want to get caught with on me, because then like it creates problems for everybody.
All right. So
So the whole point was just to grab gold so that I didn't have a bunch of fucking shit on me.
right.
I wasn't trying to
just
go
trying
in
to,
there to take their
You're trying to
fucking
fence it
animal
all
parts and
immediately.
crap. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fence it immediately so it doesn't cause a problem for the group.
All right. So roll
You
an
know, because I don't want it to cause negative shit.
So roll an investigation.
I can't
with advantage for me. This will be the last thing.
can't shake the feeling that you're fencing our shit too. But okay, go ahead.
I wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
15.
Yeah, because you got to remember, like, he's still like, well, I can't really tell you a whole lot, but all I could tell you is that Nemu, like, he would at least respect you guys based off what Nemu had told him, you know, and based off what their plans are for the future. So he wouldn't steal your shit, not you guys.
Yeah, but I don't think my character knows that. My
No,
character
for
at this
sure,
point
for
is
sure.
like,
I'm just letting you
he
know, like, he's not going
definitely
to.
stole that shit out of my pocket. Is what I'm thinking.
Cat shows up, money goes missing.
Yeah. However,
Fair enough.
so
Fair enough. Yeah.
when Soli rolled for perception, Solor's passive perception is 18. So I told him off mic that he saw the group that was following you guys. Though he didn't say anything, he just was able to look at them and be like, "I see you."
Yeah. So we can address that later.
Yeah.
We can address that later and get everybody's money back.
So, it doesn't take you long to find a symbol for the thieves in the area, and you are able to find an entrance to kind of the black market, which is underneath the area that you're at now. And as soon as you go down, you realize like this town was actually built over something else, like the old town itself, which happens quite frequently, especially on places where like there's a lot of water and there's tides that come in. And down there they have, you know, kind of carved out their own little area, and you could probably stay here too if you wanted to after you fenced all your stuff. And then I'll come up with a price on what you have. I'm gonna assume you wanted to keep the journal that had the information about the Misty Steps and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I'll hand before I go down there, I wanted to hand the journal to somebody. So I'd probably then just hand it to Yahweh, since we were both in the same room. And let him know I got this about the Misty Steps or whatever. Misty Steps? Isn't that a spell? I'm so
Yeah, it
confused
is.
now.
But it's also a
Okay.
location on our map if you have the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I Solar, and he gives me a book in return.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this for you.
Here's your book. Here's a book. Keep this. Figured it'd be useful.
Such disdain.
Yep.
Here's your book.
Here's your book, bitch.
So as everybody crashes out for the night, a little paranoid for multiple reasons.
Yeah, and I would tell everybody. So before I went down there, I'd tell everybody I'll be back in the morning, but I've got to get rid of this stuff. So just so they're not like, hey, he ditched us or whatever, I would have let everybody know that I'll be back in the morning, but I can't have this crap on me. So I would have let people know that before I left. Just so they're not wondering where I am.
I think Doris would have offered, like, you need assistance, or are you all right to do this on your own?
Yeah, I don't want to drag anybody else into it. This is my thing. I'll take care of it. And then, you know, I'll see you guys in the morning. Much richer. Minus the bow. I kind of like the bow, to be honest with you. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to be seen with it. It's a quandary, a conundrum. Anyway.
So I will say, while you're down there with your passive perception,
7 dagger damage.
Halved,
yeah, because of uncanny dodge. That's so funny.
you would hear a group of kids laughing about a group of newcomers to the town that they were able to swipe almost everything that they had dangling off of them.
Oh, I would I?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would. Oh man, thankfully he's not a violent. Thankfully he's not a murderer. But for sure, I will let everybody know that shit when I see him
Okay.
again.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a very good. I would ask them. No, I would just listen and see if it sounds like they're from here, if they live down here.
Yes.
Okay, all right, then yeah. Well, then I'll make a note, and I'll listen to them for a while and get any information I can from them. That'll be helpful for the next day.
Okay.
We can take our shit back. Well, when they can take their shit back, and then steal all of their shit as repentance.
Not if you guys didn't want.
If you guys aren't comfortable doing that, but I think for sure Slur would take back your shit and then some as fucking interest.
I'm just making some notes.
Quick question about Nemu. Is one of his chosen instruments a lute?
No, it was a pan flute.
And a hammer dulcimer?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. I think he tried the lute and wasn't a lute fan.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
think I remember that. So I guess next session y'all will be able to get your potions, turn in your vials of blood, get your potions, and then while you wait, if you wish to go and try and find the mayor or go down and investigate at the docks, you can. I've got both prepared. I was
Sweet.
I don't know why I had like all three of those things ready, assuming that we would get to all three. From looter to looter. It's so true.
Yeah, I think so. So he's only gonna loot from people or steal from people that like are
Douchebags.
dicks. Yeah. So like he's definitely not somebody that's gonna go off thieving all the time. It's not a regular thing for him. It was just something I thought would be fun to kind of get back at them for being arrogant little fucks.
They're pretty arrogant. That is true.
But also, I have never done rogue things in this game, so I felt like I needed to rogue it up for once.
Rogue's got a rogue.
Rogue's got a rogue.
Don't
Rogues
worry, I'll
be
be your
roguing.
paladin this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
And I rolled for every single group member to see if any of them would arrive, and only one of them arrived. And y'all just happened, like if scrying didn't happen, then Solor would have had to find a way out. Because y'all literally interrupted her long enough for him to get out.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Yeah, yay! Happy 15th.
So,
Did I say 15th? I meant 17th.
14th? 16th.
14th,
16th.
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 Yeah, you said
18.
14th the first time, then you changed
Yeah.
it to 16. I'm
Now it's
beginning to
17.
think that age is just a number to this cat.
It is. It is.
He probably
He's
has
got
no
9
idea when
lives
he
too,
was
but he's
born.
already used 86 of them.
I know.
Like, he can make a guess about how old he is, but yeah, he doesn't care about time. Like, his birthdays have never been a thing for him, so.
Anyway, that was a lot of fuckery, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. It's hard to do split party, and I'm sorry if anybody felt ignored.
Yeah, it won't be. That's a rare thing for me. I hate doing that
Yeah.
because I hate having. I don't like doing that. So
I was fine with it.
But I'm excited
Yeah.
about the
So-
potions.
We're still kind of introducing Solur anyway, so I appreciate
Yeah.
more backstory.
yeah, that's. I think for me it was just a matter of getting enough money for stuff, and then getting back at those people. But it'll be like a when needed situation, I think, because I don't like spending half a session doing that kind of stuff.
I was actually really hoping you'd try to bag the cat.
Dude, I wanted to. Oh my god! But like, what the fuck would I do with a
I
cat?
don't know.
Like, honestly.
I just thought it would be really funny. I was running.
Yeah, once you succeed, like what do you do with it then? Yeah.
And is that slavery for me? Like, am I now enslaving the cat? Like, is it like, how does that work?
I mean, I guess it depends on your stance with science. It'd be like if we're supposed to be related to monkeys, it'd be like you stole a monkey.
Oh, that's fair. I think that's fair game, right?
Yeah.
You can steal
Yeah.
a monkey whenever you want.
Depends on
I mean,
how
honestly.
PETA, how PETA do you want to be about it?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not abusing the monkey, as long as you're not beating the monkey, you know.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, it is your birthday. You do you.
Slapping the monkey.
Oh my god, where's my end screen? There it is. I found it.
End it now. End it now.
Like, here, have a purse. Here, have a book. Alright, guys. I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all soon. My freaking coil leaking all over my vape. Everything.
Hey, don't tell me. That's validated.
All I could think of was the.
I know. Where's the tattoo? And I was it
I wanted to show you what the videos are reminding me of.
you don't know what it took me.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
This one.